Can we talk? I mean, really talk. Welcome. Today we're going to talk about adaptation to keto and the nutritional ketogenic diet, the optimum diet for human beings. First of all, I'm sure you've heard all the scary stories. Oh my God, you're cutting out a whole macronutrient group. What do you think the low-fat people did? They cut out fat. Now, of the 3 macronutrients, the ones you need are protein or fat. The one you don't need is carbohydrates. So, why spend your money buying any? You don't need them. The minimum daily requirement for carbohydrates is precisely 0. Because your body makes it all on its own. Gluconeogenesis means you don't have to eat any carbs at all. So why do you? Because sugar is addictive. And you're addicted. Going into keto and all the problems that they've scared you with about the keto flu, etc. and so forth, is merely withdrawal. That's all it is. All those cravings is your addiction calling out, saying, feed me, stay addicted, you know you want to. Temptation. I know all about temptation, I specialize in it. So don't tell me you need sugar. No, you don't. Your liver will make it for you. No need for you to worry about it. What you want to do is you want to get the sugar out and keep it out. Because sugar in your bloodstream is toxic. That's why you have insulin, to get it out of your bloodstream, because it is toxic. Excess sugar, which means more than what your body makes, is any sugar. So any sugar you eat is unnecessary. So, if you want to adapt to a ketogenic diet, which means you regain your health, as well as take off excess weight you don't need, we have central heating. You don't need the extra fat anymore. Or you live in a tropical climate, you don't need the excess fat anymore to keep you warm and cozy at night. Okay? So, the keto flu is merely an absence of electrolytes. Because during adaptation, you're going to lose all the excess water that your body held on to. Because carbohydrate processing in the body requires excess water. So, you have to get rid of that. But when you get rid of that, you also get rid of your electrolytes. So, you have to increase your salt. But before you do anything, go see your doctor. Make sure that your systems are fine, you're wonderful, and this is especially true if you already have a health impairment and you're taking medications for it. By the way, if you're taking statins, see if you can't get rid of them. Seriously. It's not worth the side effects, because when you actually look at the raw data, not one person is saved by taking a statin. Okay? So, now, we must define our goal. The goal is to regain your health, which basically equates nowadays to getting the fat out where it doesn't belong. Pardon me, getting the sugar out from where it doesn't belong. You need so little sugar, it's ridiculous. More than a teaspoon is too much in your body. And your body makes a teaspoon, so no need to eat any. Okay. Focus on the goal, regaining your health. Once you find out what your health status is, so you know what you have to be aware of, what your allergies are, what your intolerances are, you have to look at these things. Okay? The idea of a keto diet is high fat, moderate protein, low carbs. 20 grams per day total carbohydrates. Period. That's it. 20 grams. Read the label. Or forget buying things that have labels. Buy meat. Buy vegetables. Buy berries. Buy milk. Look at the contents on the milk. Look at the contents of your cottage cheese. If the cottage cheese has more than 3 ingredients, don't buy it. It's supposed to be cultured cream and salt. That's it. Salt is your friend. Fat is your friend. Meat, yeah. You need the protein. But if you have to supplement a diet, it is not adequate nutrition, period. There is no need to substitute a ketogenic diet because it consists of fat, which you need to thrive, one of the essential macronutrients. It has meat, another essential macronutrient, and it has very few carbohydrates, the not needed macronutrient. In fact, it's not a nutrient. All it is an empty energy source. Doesn't give you any nutrition whatsoever. Stop eating it. Okay, so now that we've got our state of health, we know what it is, we know what we can eat comfortably, whether we're tolerant of gluten or not. You shouldn't be eating it anyway. It's a grain. It's a grass. Stop eating it. It's ridiculous. It processes into sugar once your body hits it. Okay, so what do? We get the list of foods you can eat. It's all over the internet. Okay? Don't worry about fiber. Don't worry about cholesterol. They've been found to be just of no concern, of no interest. You don't need it. Okay? The other part of adaptation will be your gut biome. All the little microbes in your gut, which do most of your digesting for you. So what do? Yogurt. You can even get probiotic yogurt if you wish. Only 1 per day. Don't overdo your prebiotics. Constipation will be the last of your problems then. You have the opposite effect. So don't do that. Also, buy beef bouillon cubes or demi-glace, because you'll need that. Next, remove all forbidden carbs from your house. Remove all starches, all seed oils, all fake foods. Read the labels. Sugar has an amazing ability to hide because they keep calling it different names. But if whatever it is ends in OSE, those chemical names, if they end in OSE, it's a sugar. Now, you have to get in things like olive oil, lard, butter, heavy cream, meat, cheese. Real cheese, not fake cheese. Okay? Bacon is good. Eggs is the perfect food. Pate, it's got liver in it. Liver is great for you. Especially beef liver. Delicious stuff. Inform everyone that you're going keto. hold yourself accountable with help. Join a support group. Next, your body is going through a change here. It's going to be doing a lot of extra work for a while. The last thing you need to be doing is lifting iron, pumping iron, or as Scott the truck driver says, picking shit up and putting shit down. No, there is no need for you to exercise at this time. Okay, while you're adapting, do not go and exercise. Think of it this way. You have two fuel sources, glucose or fat. Okay? The switch from one to the other is a bit rusty. So you're going to have to turn that valve with all the force that your body can generate. Don't put it under additional workload. Okay? Now, you also want to reduce stress within your family. You want to reduce stress in your workplace. You want to keep a hold of your electrolytes, which will also help reduce the stress. Because you have to change in order to regain your health. There's just no two ways about it. Fat is your friend. You must change your entire life, your entire outlook to understand you've been lied to from the 1980s onward. When they first started looking at the lipid heart hypothesis, they got it wrong, because that's when junk science entered in. It was all junk. It was all a lie. A big, fat lie. Eat what we ate during the Ice Age, and you'll be fine. Because all you really need to live is salt, water, oxygen, meat, and fat. That's it. And you'll be fine. Okay? No stress. Reduce your stress nicely. Pay no attention to politics. Okay? Also, the most important point we can make at this point is this is not a temporary thing. When you switch to keto, you're switching forever. Good and all. Done. This is how you eat. This is your species-specific diet. Don't feed a cat chocolate. They're not supposed to eat chocolate. You don't feed a dog chocolate. Okay? You're not a gorilla. Gorillas eat two things: plants and their own feces. Anyone willing to take that? No. You are not a gorilla. You're not even a chimp anymore. Sorry. It's true. What you are is a person, is a creature who needs to eat fat, a little bit of protein, and the minimum, if at all, any carbohydrates. You don't need any plants. Sorry. Considering the oxalates, the lectins, the monoculture, the problems associated with pesticides, herbicides, desiccants, fertilizers, all based upon what? Petroleum? Since when do you eat oil? Come on. You don't eat that petroleum stuff. Come on. Grass-fed, organic, pasture-raised. That's all you need. Let's stick with the facts here. If you're lactose intolerant, try the yogurt. Otherwise, you'll have to skip that. Now, another thing you have to realize is your body will change with time. So, adapt as quickly as possible and keep an eye on it. Figure out what works for you, because you can start at the 60% fat, 20% protein, 10% leafy greens, and then 10% everything else, according to your situation. But from there, as your body changes, as your system changes, as your hormones regulate, as everything comes right for you, be prepared for further adaptation, for further tailoring. There might be modifications in your future. So be prepared to pay attention, listen to your body, and think about it. Now, 6 months in, and you're adapting fine, no problems, you've been through whatever you're going to be through, then you can start exercising. If you stall out, introduce a little intermittent fasting, if you wish. You don't have to go whole hog immediately. You can take it step by step by step. Then you can start, once you've adapted and everything's fine and you're doing great, then you can introduce the exercise. Adapt your meals to fuel your exercise. Feed the energy requirement that you need using fat. So if you get a craving, eat more fat. Always, at every opportunity, introduce fat, unless you've got a lot to lose. I'm sorry, but if you're attempting to lose weight, you're going to have to force your body to take the fat off the body, to use it. And you must not ever eat a carbohydrate. You want your body to use what you've stored. And if you eat sugar, you will block that process of lipolysis. You must feed your body with the fat stores. You want to use your fat. That's why 20 grams or less is mandatory. You can't go keto and have 50%. No, it has to be low if losing excess weight is part of your goal. Okay? So, if I can do it, you can do it. Thank you for watching. I hope this helps. And please do come again.